Oh, I don't have my music. Damn it. Where is it?
Live too. It's counting down.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
I don't know where it's at.
Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Can you hear it, Sky?
Gals and guys.
Yeah, I hear
Go
it.
to Tracey Brown Live.
I don't know where my speaker's at.
Hey.
Go to Tracey Brown Live.
There you go.
I don't know where my speaker is at. Like, I seriously don't see it. Oh, there it is. I love your music, Sky.
Oh yeah, that's how the girl. I leave that all the time.
You're smart. Is that frequency music?
Yeah, what's this one? Let me see. This is crown chakra opening and expansion.
What number?
888.
Oh, I like 888. I listen to 888.
This 888.
Is it goldish?
This one is bluish.
Oh.
Bluish with like a swirl over the third
Well,
eye.
the frequency is 888. I usually listen to a 888 that's gold or copper. Copper's gold. But I forgot why.
This one is serotonin, build dopamine, serotonin release, frequency, and crown chakra opening and expansion.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
So they're saying hi, Sky. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Good health. Good health.
Good health. Good
Good.
night. Good night. See, you can always tell the Caribbeans.
Pleasant good night. Good night.
Good night means hello in Caribbean.
Yeah.
I love your partnership reading. You two are great. Thank you, Francos. Francos.
From
Hi,
California.
Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss
Hi,
Jackson.
Miss Mom G. How's everyone doing? I didn't put Instagram on, Sky. Should I put Instagram on?
Yeah, let the cousins in.
Gotta let the cousins in. You gotta let the cousins in. Hold
And then
on a second.
don't they always come over to you?
Well, once they realize that it's a two-party thing, then they come over. It's not like everybody doesn't have a Instagram account. I mean, a YouTube account. The cousins be stubborn.
Yeah.
They be stubborn. Let me just play this one more time then.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hi, IG. How are you guys doing? Hi, Arthur. Hi, Living La Vida Farm Life. Oh, hi, sweetie. Living La Vida Farm Life. How are you doing? How's your daughter? How's your daughter? Talking about New York accents. All of a sudden, Wendy is afraid Sherry's going to take her job. She's walking now, albeit barefoot. Who walks barefoot in a New York City street?
Girl, a lot of people, surprisingly. Surprisingly.
You joined your own feed.
Huh?
Hi, Carmela, Megan. How are you?
Oh, that's a good one.
Sky, I've been telling everyone they've got to get your CMOS from you. So I hope they get your CMOS from you, because this Omicron variant, like, countries are shutting down without proof. They're just shutting down. They don't need proof.
We don't need no proof. We don't want no proof. Smoke. No smoke.
They're like, shut these borders down. No planes. No planes can get in.
We don't want no smoke. Just shut it down.
So I've been telling everyone to get your get the CMOS from you.
It's so funny when my old sister's like, that's her medicine.
What is? CMOS.
She was like, I'm almost out of medicine. I'm like, medicine? What are you talking about? Oh, the Seymour. She said, I feel nervous going outside. I'm like,
Now, how much does she take? Because I just put a little bit in my coffee every day.
no, her and her kids take, they literally once in
Oh,
a
3
time,
people.
they
Yes.
take a tablespoon every day.
Does she put it in a smoothie? What does she do?
Spoon it out.
Oh, you have the gel though.
Right. That's what I do. Even for myself, I just take a
Mm,
tablespoon and eat it.
right. You take the gel. I put it in my coffee because you gave me the powder.
Powder. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But remember, I said I'll take the gel and the powder this time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brett. Miss Jackson. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think, like you said, gut health, your lungs, that pineapple thing that you talked about.
Oh, guess what? Did I tell you?
Yeah,
You weren't in the feed.
but I
But did I
remember
tell you? It's
said
not
that
just the
months ago.
pineapple skin.
You said that months
That
ago.
it's not just the pineapple skin, which I would suggest everybody do the pineapple skin anyway. The bromelain is found in the stem.
Mm.
So there's a little center part in this, and that's the stem. It's harder than the fruit. Very, very hard.
Oh, okay.
That's where the bromelain is kept. So
Oh.
get to the stem and then chop it up, and then like little nuggets, keep using it like little nuggets. Chop it up, and then it could last you a whole week to stem.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot, doing some research. Juice it. Juice the sea moss? Yes.
I had my
Can,
mom's friend.
Sandra wants to know, can anyone tell me what sea moss is? Do you know, Sky, what sea moss is?
Yeah, of course. Sea moss is somewhat like a seaweed that locks onto the rocks
Oh, it's
in the ocean.
seaweed.
It's basically a seaweed, a weed that grows in the sea. But the thing
Mm.
that makes it so good, it has of the 102 minerals in your body, there are 92 in that, and they get it from the rock. So you want to
Mm.
get ethically sourced sea moss from not the ones that do it in the pool, because where they getting their minerals from. So you want to get it from someone who's ethically sourced, because literally it locks onto the rocks, and that's where it gets a lot of nutrients from.
Yours literally smell like fish.
Yeah. So I get it from a guy.
You get it from the sea.
Yeah, I get it from the sea. I don't get it from a pool. And the difference you can tell with the pool one is extremely salty, because they do something
Mm.
to make it salty, which is weird.
See, that's not healthy though.
Yeah, it's a different type of thing, and the
Mm.
veins feel different. It's a whole other thing.
Oh, I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, but it's really
Lachey
good.
says sea moss is amazing, and Infinite says 92 minerals. Right.
Like I said, of the 102, so it really is, great for you and your body. It helps with your gut health, mucus, balance out some of your hormones. A lot of minerals we aren't even really getting. So by taking it, you'll start noticing your body will start to change in small, minute ways, which you'll definitely notice it with gut health and getting
Yeah.
things out of your system,
Yeah.
mucus, skin.
Yeah.
You
It
can
does
use
help with mucus.
Yeah, it helps a lot, especially with COVID. Um,
France just said that she lost her mommy. She
sorry,
had a funeral for her mom. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for, like I said, when you put it in, you can see most of anything, but you'll notice your energy level is gonna go up because of the
Yes.
minerals. Because of the,
Yes.
there are things that your body needs that we don't normally get.
Yes.
So the minerals really help your body do a lot of things. Like, even when you think about vitamin D, we don't get enough vitamin D.
Yes. Oh, and do you know that the doctors now prescribe vitamin D for everyone? It doesn't matter what color you are. Everybody gets vitamin D
It's
since
not enough.
the COVID.
Mm,
And I mean, all cultures are getting it now.
yeah. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I can't have chlorophyll. It messes up my stomach. I can't. I can't.
I've never been a fan of it too much either.
Chlorophyll messes up my stomach. I used to take it years ago, and then I think it was giving me an ulcer. It was burning a hole in the lining of my stomach.
Everybody's stomach is body is different. I think what works
Yes.
for you might not work for somebody else. Like some people, I haven't met anybody that doesn't do CMOS, but I know I've met some people who do CMOS, and it does a lot to their body because they have so many minerals that they're not getting. They feel like it's a negative reaction, not
Oh,
realizing
interesting.
because these are things your body needs. Like
It's new to the body.
I know
Yeah.
some people started taking it and it made their menses heavier. They started saying, "What's going
Mm.
on?" Because the period only come like for a day or two light. I guess they liked it like that, but it's like, well, maybe your body needed those nutrients. It's balanced.
Wow. Wow.
Different things for different people.
Seems crazy.
You just have to be aware of yourself and what your body likes. And
Hold on a second, Sky. No, I'm not reading on a Michigan shooter when that culture just constantly raise shooters.
oh,
No, no, I'm not like that's sensationalism. I'm not going to read another Kyle Richtenhouse. That culture, all the time, white culture, they raise shooters. Why am I reading on it?
yeah,
I cannot keep doing this.
yeah, it's not worth reading on it. And not only
It's
that,
not worth it. It's not worth it. Like I don't care.
yeah, they're raising. What you call them? What do you call them? What do you call that? I said it earlier. They're being what's the word? Radicalized by their parents. Notice they get young.
Yeah,
They're being
but
radicalized by their parents.
yeah, but you know what, Sky? These are people that, yeah, 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 it is.
That's a word, right? When you think of it, I was like, they're being
Yeah, that's a whole word. Yeah. I don't know if I have time to, dissect some shooting event when next year, it's been 24 this year. Next week, there'll be another one. There'll be another white kid that does it.
and you
Like,
don't hear about it.
huh?
And you don't hear about them unless it's sensationalized.
Exactly.
Unless it's
Exactly.
sensationalized.
And by the way, please tell me how many school shootings we had when we were on lockdown. Like lockdown, and I even said that in one of my videos. Zero. I said that in one of my videos. I was like, and no lockdowns for 20, no shootings for 2021. Those poor kids. Like, imagine a lockdown saving your child's life.
Hmm. I didn't really, so funny.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really watching TV, so I came in and I put on my TV, and that's when I saw the YouTube. I said, "Oh, there was a shooting," but
Mm-hmm.
mind you, early in the day, my stomach was so upset.
Mm.
That was the time I said, "That's what it was." I felt sick for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now I realize, oh wow,
Yeah. So I think what's important, though, everyone, is that you all have got to start speaking and tweeting about white culture and the children that they're raising. Everyone that stays quiet doesn't make them identify that they are the problem. You got to start saying, like, another white kid shot up a white school.
girl.
You got to start saying it. You got to start speaking on it. And you got to start calling them out. And I mean white culture. I mean the white parents. You got to start calling them out. You got to start embarrassing them that they're raising horrible children because they themselves are horrible. But if you don't call it out, nothing changes.
Yeah, girl. Wait,
Yeah, I know his parents got charged, but guess what? Carl Richardson's mom should have gotten charged.
girl, she drove him there. She put a
She
battery.
drove him there.
She drove him there with a battery in his back. With somebody, yeah, we're gonna. She drove him there.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna sound. If we don't get him, he's gonna go to jail anyway. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I feel like they're gonna bring up charges on her.
Yeah, I didn't think his case would be over.
I
You're
was like,
right.
oh, it's not over. It's far from over.
Yeah.
They,
And
they,
she does, one of the things that he's getting away with, though, is that he's saying, yeah, his mom drove him, but it's my understanding, I could be wrong, that she drove him to a friend's house. And it was there that that guy gave him the gun. But they're leaving out the part as to whether or not the mom drove him to the friend's house to get the gun. That's the part they're leaving out. Because they left the mother out the case. They did not bring up that mom.
no matter how you sliced it, at the time that went down, you drove your son across state lines to get a weapon.
Yeah.
Or how you can, you know, they got that money, got a new truck. I'm just saying, God forgive me, got a new truck. They're gonna spend the money.
Well, they're white trash, so they're not going to think well with the money.
You know, what's the sad part is those same people that are praising him don't even like them enough to invite them to their house.
They wouldn't normally, but
They
he's
would-
representing white culture for them.
And even if they're inviting him now, it's very, you know, distance like.
But it's also very pedophilish the way
Yeah,
they're all over Kyle. It's like it's a pedophile culture. So not only is the guy not free, right? But he's around all those pedophiles, and that's kind of weird now.
well,
So
it is what it is.
good job, mom. Good job.
Yeah, girls gonna be very interesting. It's gonna
Yes.
be, it's, as it falls to pieces, as things happen, they're gonna have to deal with it. But I definitely know he's definitely going to jail. They're gonna find a
Someday.
loophole.
Someday for something else. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. I think for that they're gonna find a loophole. Even with his mom, I think they're gonna find some sort of loophole
Yeah.
with the judge, because how he handled that was very bad.
Yeah.
He handled that horribly, horrible. It was
Thank you,
really bad.
Mahogany. See?
Yeah.
Mahogany knows. This is IG. She's like, yeah, they'll do it to him because they love to make folks in debt to them like a dog. Yep. So
That's
you'd have
it.
been better off in prison because you're gonna go through the same things. You'd have been better off in prison.
Right now,
Um,
he's regretting everything. He can't even go to school. I'm telling you, there's a battery in his back. He's regretting this all.
and he's one of those people where his education and the shock of this all for him, his emotional level ends at 16. So he's going to be forever stuck at 16
Yeah,
psychologically.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He, he's like, what
You know
happened?
what? I don't think Kyle is a younger version of Zimmerman. Everybody keeps comparing Zimmerman to Kyle. Kyle is a version of white America.
Yeah. Say it again.
Kyle represents white America. Kyle represents white privilege. Kyle represents corruption in a political system and a judicial system, not Zimmerman.
Yeah. And the sad thing, yeah, and the whole and Rittenhouse, that whole connection, like you said, politically, family, it all comes down to those parents are putting that into those kids. Remember, like black music, no black people, so they're finding ways to separate their kids from those kids. So they're indoctrinating them into this culture to make them feel like they're part of something. He's gonna struggle with that because right now he definitely had a Spanish or a black friend or two, and now at the end, his mother, the way she put the battery in that poor boy's back. Not to say I feel empathy that he's in the situation. I feel empathy for a child who loves a parent, and sometimes parents misguide their kids. And then
Yeah.
now he's gonna have to pay for it for the rest of his life. Right now, he's thinking about it, like he know his life will never, ever,
Yeah.
ever. That short
Yeah.
drive his mother gave him
Changed his life.
Changed his life.
Hold on a second. Beauty Bee says that's what I was trying to say. His case was treated like Zimmerman. Thank you. That's true. You know, Sky, not to take the heat off Kyle, right? But parents are just very controlling sometimes, and they can convince you to, like, if you talk about something enough, right? If you hate the child's father, right? And you talk about the child's father, and you have that one innocent tool in your house that understands your pain, you know, when he goes to meet with his father, he's going to give his father hell because he represents the disdain that the mother has for him.
Yep.
And she's poor white trash, poor white trash, not poor white lady. No, poor white trash. 36 years old. She looks 56.
Yeah.
How you gonna be 36 and look 56?
Yeah.
And take all your Trump racism, because that's what it comes down to. It came down to the difference between Trump people and BLM.
And then you indoctrinated him. He was probably moving it away, making friends. I guess it was a video saying he was fighting some girl just a week before. So who knows?
And black boys, yeah, he did. And black boys kicked his ass.
Yeah. So whatever happened with that, you know, that is something that, so she may have triggered that whole situation.
But you know what? The black boys needed to kick his ass. He was beating up on some poor girl.
Yeah. So.
Like you're so twisted. You really think it's okay to beat up on a little girl.
Yeah.
And black boys came to the aid. They want to say, Sky, you know, that's what triggered him. But you know what? Fuck him. That can't be the reason. You were beating up on a little girl. So how can 3 boys that stopped you and overpower you be your problem? Get out of here. He had a problem from jump.
Even if that triggered him again, that situation still was indoctrinated by the parent.
Right.
Smack for however long it took to drive there and put a battery in that boy back. And he was able to walk around, even he went to his friends. And how old is his friend? Was that like a grown man?
I don't know. I read something during the trial, but I was kind of getting sick of it because I could just tell that. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I could just tell that the whole thing was a lie. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Kyle had that gun. I'm telling you. And they blamed the boy. They blamed the boy that he got the gun from the boy. Kyle came across state lines with that gun.
Was he saying the gun his mother bought him at one point?
I don't know. But what they eventually said was he took the gun from a friend's house. The rifle. It wasn't a gun. It was like a rifle. He took it. The friend gave it to him. And I think that story is coerced because that means the feds would have to get involved because then it's crossing state lines. However, if he came across with no gun, then the feds don't have a reason to get involved. So I believe they concocted that whole story. Because that's why they left the mother out. They knew the mother was a basket case, and if she testified,
it would have been horrible.
She's probably a drunk too.
Long story that's not over yet. It's like Zimmerman is in hiding. You know he in hiding, or is he in hiding? Because you don't hear nothing from him.
Island Dreamer said it was with him and his friend beating on that girl, like thing, and then 3 boys got in the middle of it and kicked Kyle's ass, as they should. Magic Mermaid said, it's fear of a black planet, fear of being a minority. However, white culture is not the minority right now because drugs keeps killing the population, and the majority right now is mixed races.
Mhm.
There are more mixed races in the world than whites, blacks, or Spanish. Mixed races are increasing. I think that's so COVID. I think that is so apropos and so COVID. I see a mixed race world. I really do.
A what?
A mixed race world.
I mean, already, girl, wow. It already
But
is.
you understand what I mean, though,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's a literal thing. Like, don't worry about having a black planet, and don't worry about minorities being white. It's a mixed races are advancing. So that's a beautiful thing. And that to me is COVID. Like the era is COVID, I'm trying to say. I'm not saying COVID did this, but it's Uranus and Taurus era. And I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's not start talking about if Latinos think they're black or white. Let's not do that. I don't care. That's now we're gonna start discussing cultural differences, and we're
Yeah.
not doing that. We're talking about white trash. Period. Period. Ah, I don't
And the
care. I
fact
don't care, Katie.
that they call everybody else ignorant and less than them and not working. And we look at it, it's like, you guys have more issues within your community. That's why you always shine a light on everybody else's community because they barely like each other and they don't help. Many people live in West Virginia with no lights, no bathroom, dirt floors, like in a
Yeah.
third world country, or all those, what do you call those, charcoal mines that's subsidized, you know. But that was a whole conversation. So this is something everybody think about. So it's every now and again, I don't like when Pepsi was doing their thing. I didn't buy Pepsi. For a long time, I would not walk into Wally World, Walmart, because I felt, how do you have these people working 40 hours a week in overtime, but yet 90% of your, excuse me, 95%, 99% of your employees are subsidized by food stamps and Medicaid.
Hmm.
You're not paying them enough. Same thing when it
Yeah.
comes down to Dollar Tree. Like they're raising their prices. Like y'all made billions during the
No,
pandemic.
billions. No, on the pandemic,
Now you're
billions.
raising your prices, but are you raising the cost of living for your employees? How much are you paying them? So
8.32 an hour. Did
right,
you hear that they gave the CEO? Did you hear what his bonus was?
how much it gave? Well, how
I
much?
think 10 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with
So
that being,
Ari said that's true. My mom is Jewish, white, and Jewish or not white, Jewish or Jewish. But she married out. Oh, look at that. People are mixing a lot, yes. I guess there's a difference between black Jewish and white Jewish. I apologize, Ari.
but even that to me is, what's the word I want to use? Not so true. Because it's always been that way. It's just now we're seeing it. Remember, people have traveled across the globe,
What are you talking about, though? It's always
like
been what way?
meaning mixing races. Like, if you, like somebody came now that everybody could travel freely.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing it more evidently. You
Actually,
know,
it's being counted now. And the
right?
reason why it's being counted is because they're showing Sky that the white race is decreasing. They wouldn't even count the mixed race. They're only counting because it's obvious
It's going
what's
down.
rising up and what is decreasing. But you're right, it was always here. And
Mhm.
it was always here, and that's why it's rising, because it was always happening.
Yeah, it was
But
always
they're naming the stats to show people that they are not the majority race anymore
happening.
right now, today. And they made a point of saying it's because of drugs. And I think it's ironic how they brought drugs in the hood all over the country, and the drugs found them in their suburban households and parties.
It's so funny when you say that. I remember during the crack era. They were like, oh, put them in jail, do this. All those people that was on drugs,
Mm-hmm.
all heroin addicts. You didn't have
Yep.
no sympathy. All of a sudden, if everybody pays attention, this whole thing came out with the Trump era or the white people. We need to help them. My family needs help. Go after the
Yeah.
drug companies. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you saying go to the drug? These are the same. So if they were not, so now because it's you and your family, and you feel
Yeah.
you come from a good family, our
Yeah.
family is good. It's like you
Yeah.
can't. I'm
Well,
a firm believer, a firm
but
believer.
that's in everything, right? The same thing's going to happen to the judicial system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When it's black, put them in jail. But
Yeah,
now you're going to start to see, and the same thing's going to happen. Oh, he needs rehabilitation. Does he?
yeah.
Does he? All right. Hi,
That's
Moon Goddess.
like
All right. Let's get off of white trash. I can't take it anymore. I'm exhausted. And Magic Mermaid, let's be respectful. Let's not call people blenders,
a,
right? Let's let's
a
be
black
respectful. I don't know. Who cares? Let's just be respectful. Mixed race is mixed race. Let's keep it on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, Adam Jr. says that build rehab centers that are pretty much free to go to. Yeah, all these rehab centers now.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, they're
Like
just free.
other people they didn't care, and then they would give them time off of work. They were fine with them. You're like, what? They were
Well,
here.
actually, Sky, legally, if you go to your job legally and you tell your job, I have a problem, they have to help you.
Wow.
They have to support and help you. Yes, that's true.
And also, what I found funny was
But
here.
most people don't want to admit it. Like, you're going to go
Right.
to your job and say, I have a drinking problem, send me to rehab. Most people don't want help, they rather hide it.
And the funny thing with that is, even in New York, I remember at one point, just before COVID, it was a rash of drugstore robberies,
Huh.
like CVS's and by out on
What?
the island,
Yeah,
out on the island by those folk,
yeah, yeah.
the unmelanated, that were going in there brandishing guns just to get pills,
Yeah, yeah,
get pills.
yeah. It's bad
And
out here.
I think somebody got killed.
Hard out here for a pimp. Sorry.
They were out there. You're like,
Oh,
girl,
they're saying yes, it was. They remember that era too.
well, yeah, they do nothing for them people. Girl, I'm sorry. I see somebody between the ages of 18, excuse me, 6, 15. Nope, let me be honest. High school age is 14 to about early 30s and all black and looking shaky in the eyes, and they are white. I'm crossing the street. I'm grabbing my purse. I'm looking for the exits. I don't know what they're gonna shoot up or what they're gonna do next.
Yeah. First of all, I do not get in the elevator with the white man. Nope.
Girl, me too.
No. 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 I literally go like this. It's so funny. I literally go, oh wait. And they're like, no, you can get in. No, 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 no. I'll wait.
Yes. If you're unmelanated and you move a little too quick for me, I slow down and back it up. I'm like, I don't know what they're about to do. I don't know.
Because they operate as if you have to understand what we're saying if you're not black. They operate knowing that you trust them already.
Yeah.
And they're the first ones to kidnap you. So, I mean, this is just black talk. Like, you guys don't understand. This is real talk. This is real black talk. This is what we honestly think. And we're just very careful, right? Because they operate as if they can be trusted,
Girl.
right? It's it's part of their privilege, right? I can walk down the street because I am the trustworthy one, but they're the ones that will kidnap your child. They're the ones that will shoot up your school system. And to be honest with you, everyone that's on the feed, when you're quiet about a school shooting, instead of starting calling out the culture, the white culture, you're culpable. So if you really want this to stop, much like you all have highlighted the Karens, which thank God, man, the crazy Karens are my favorite feeds, right? But you got to start calling out these parents that raise these horrible children and speak horrible things in the household to these kids
I
and make them evil.
at my own
And
firsthand.
they don't have the guts. Like if all this shit was going on and you hate black people so much or you hate Mexicans so much, you the adult don't have the guts to take a gun and you literally place it in your son's mind to do it. Like you're cowards.
I'm gonna give you a firsthand account.
Yeah.
My own experience in my last job. This is
Mhm.
a woman who comes from an era when they were
Mhm.
allowed to spit on people, unmelanated. So you can see it. It felt uncomfortable. She had to talk to people who were melanated, and they looked at her face. You could see she felt uncomfortable. Mind you, she went the route of having a child through in vitro. So she's about 50 something. So while I was there, her son went to, I saw him go from junior high school to high school, excuse me, from primary school. And the thing she would say to her child, I remember one time being in the office and she went to go pick him up. And when he came to me, she was like, "You didn't tell me that, I think one of the boys' names was Jonathan. Oh, you didn't mention he was black." And her son looked at her, "Why would I didn't mention that he was black?" Like you can
Mhm.
see that son was struggling with not being
Mhm.
racist, realizing who his mother was. And then as he
Mhm.
got older, you could see it started wearing in on him because now he's
Mhm.
awkward in school. He doesn't know how to talk to other kids of color. She's already
Mhm.
indoctrinating him in that energy of, well, you understand? So now he gets to high school. Guess what she teaches him to do? To go box and learn how to box and defend himself. So if anybody attacks him, and I'm watching this going, so to see it up close and personal, you watch them. Their kids go to school, other
Mhm.
kids like the kids, play with them, everything. And as they get older, because you're nervous, you're indoctrinated
Mhm.
to this fear that you have.
It's subliminal at first, and
Right. And
yet
after a while, you can
it
see the
shows up.
as he gets to high school, he's very uncomfortable around people of color. You just watch him going, wow, you just ruined your
Mhm.
own kid.
Mhm.
And people
Is
don't
was her son half and half,
know.
or he's
Black.
white?
So all the way white. She had run through the whole process in vitro. So he's
And
a white. She had a white child.
oh,
So it's a
you
white.
know that happened to me though when Brian used to come home and talk about this kid. Let's just say his name is Tom. I can't remember. And he went to a basic white school. Like you can count the blacks in his school on Staten Island.
Mhm.
And he talked about this kid Tom and talked about this kid Tom. One day I go to pick him up and he goes, "Oh mom, let me introduce you to Tom." And Tom was a little Asian kid. And I said to Brian, "How come you never said he was Asian?" And Brian was like, "Was I supposed to?" And when he said that to me, I was like, "No, no." And I learned from that point on, like, why am I dissecting the
Exactly.
culturalness of his friends? Yeah.
Exactly. So you as a parent understood. Let me check myself. But
Oh
to
yeah. And I never did it again. Yeah.
but to watch from the outside looking in, to see another race, to see it happening in front of your life. Wow. I'm
Mhm.
like, one or two things are gonna happen. One, because he was always nice to me. He loved hi Sky, talked to him all the time. But you could see when his mother came around, he kind of stopped. Like he would be really right there.
Yeah.
Stop right there. But
When you said spit, that's too
yeah,
funny.
it's just
All
that.
right, let's talk about some more white privilege.
Mhm.
Joe Osteen.
Now I like a Joel. He give a good. I'm not a Bible person, so I always like his little stories. Wait,
That's what he's good for, though.
he doesn't tell
He's,
it like a preacher. He tells it like a story you can
well,
relate to it.
but here's the thing. He's not a preacher. He never studied formally. So
Mm-hmm.
you're absolutely right. And what you enjoy about him
It's a story
is
time.
but he's charismatic. He
Now,
never wanted to be a pastor. He only took over because his dad died.
would I give him $1? Not at all. Not at all. No, you can't borrow $1, sir. Because I just feel like there's a whole corporation behind that.
There is, but I mean, at some point, he's a well-ran machine. But he wasn't a well-ran machine. He got there because he was charismatic and good-looking and tall, and you know, yada yada.
Now it makes sense
Um,
that he's charismatic. Yeah, I said, oh, I like his little story. I mean, I can only tolerate for a half an hour. I watch it. I'm like, okay, that was a good story. That makes sense. Okay, but
yeah,
you know what really turned me off to him? I said, oh, he's not a man of God.
he's not.
When they had that flood and they refused to open the church for the
Yes, that
I
pissed me off.
that lets me know who you are.
You're a church.
It's all about money. You have
Yes, and people needed you. It wasn't like, I mean, I can't even give a good example why a church wouldn't open its doors for its people. Um, yeah,
He didn't want all them people. That's a mega church. You could have saved a lot of people, but you did not want to. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is your pimp hand is strong. I was like, if I was a member of that
yeah,
church, I'm like, I'm out. He cannot get any ties or nothing.
no,
And if you were from that church and you thought that was okay, that's a lot about you too.
yeah, yeah. Magic Mermaid says McDonald's of spirituality. That's funny. That's really funny. But yeah, it was that hurricane. It was a really bad hurricane. Was it Hurricane Ida, or Hurricane Henry, something like that?
Yeah. I don't know what
Um,
it was, but I know it was so strong
it was strong.
that they had enough room to like their place wasn't damaged. So they let the people from the church, and even then they were like, "We're not letting anybody." And you're like, "What? Are you kidding?"
Yeah, he did say the
Yeah,
church was flooded, but I think an investigator went in and it was just a small portion
it
of
was
the
the
front of the
parking lot.
church.
The parking lot. The parking lot. So I was like, "Really, sir?" From that point, I was like, "Oh, if you."
You trying us right now.
And if you could find a good church, but at this point, you telling people to go to another church. Then after more people saw that, then they started letting people in.
Oh,
Then
so was it Henry? Was it Henry? Was it Ida? All the hurricanes are starting to blend. Like Louisiana got 5 last year. I think they got 5 this year. Like these hurricanes, this is your new climate change, by the way, everyone.
that church was not. What was that? Oh, I was so mad. We tried. Oh, she said I was just about to type that. I was so mad. I was just about to start type that. Oh, I was so mad when he turned those people away. He was like, "How you a man of God? You turning people away?
Yeah.
Not even near the entrance. Exactly. It was a parking lot. When they showed, I was like, the parking lot. You beefing about the sir? It's a mega church. I think they hold like what 10,000. It's a lot of people. It's like a concert hall.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Kanye do a concert in there? Something Sunday service or
Oh,
whatever.
they're all together. I don't
So
know.
once
I
so what?
trust none of them.
Thank you. Once I was like, oh, that's what it's about.
I trust none, you know me, I'm not a fan of a rapper anyway, let alone a rapper that, invests in, you know, say something, Sky.
Hi.
Hold on.
Hi. Am I muted?
No, it's not you. No. I can hear you,
I
but
can hear you.
my other iPad is not coming in. So just
Oh,
let me see if I can get it. Hold on a second. Come on, come on,
AB
come on.
first with feather flock together. Girl. Mm. You'll never catch an eagle with a pigeon. You'll never catch an eagle with a pigeon. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Never.
Oh, Sky, I lost you.
I'm here.
You go out and come back in.
Okay. Go out and come back
I'm
in.
sorry.
How do
You
come
sound like a monster. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Lord. I got to find a better earpiece for my iPad. It can only take like an hour. You know, December, I feel that. I don't talk about TD Jakes, but he's not one of my favorite people either, but I just want to keep quiet about it. I kind of feel the same way. They had a meme with Noah's Ark and Osteen turning people away. Oh my God. Right. He, all right, waiting for Sky to come back in. Oh, child, am I tired. Hi, Kiki does taxes. TG, so you feel that too. He's shady. He got some mess with him. See? I was going to do a reading on him, but I was like, nah, no, let me do a reading on him. Because then I didn't want to be like that person that just hates on everybody. Get a picture of him. Yep, I don't trust him. I didn't watch his Oprah show. I do not trust. What, didn't he have a show? Didn't he have a show on OWN? I did not trust him. No. You can kind of look at his face and tell something's not right with him. But that's just me. Lord, this guy can't get back in now. It's something about the Jakes I don't trust. I know. Which is the one that brought his wife the Benz but was sleeping with a girlfriend? Which is that one? That one that brought his wife the Benz for the birthday and they videotaped it, and it turns out he had a whole nother woman at the in his hotel room. John Gray, whatever happened to him? Did he die? You heard who has a lot of kids? Who? TD Jakes? Don't tell me TD Jakes. Don't do it. Please don't tell me you were talking about TD Jakes. He got a lot of kids in the church. Did John Gray die? Why do I feel like he died? Who's Juanita? I don't know her. TD Jakes helped Deion Sanders hide money from his wife? TD Jakes? Y'all be tuning into these people that do stuff like this? Nah, where is this guy? John's career is dying. Who's John? I don't know any of the televangelists, preachers. TD Jakes helped Deion Sanders hide money from his wife. Oh, child, that's just making my blood boil. Where are you? There she is. Well, that took forever.
I know. I had to find the code again, go through it. Is it working better now?
No one can hear you. Hold on. Shit. Can y'all hear Sky? Is it just me? Keep talking, Sky. Can y'all understand Sky?
Hey, people.
Maybe it's just me. Oh, yeah, Creflo Dollar. I don't like him either.
Oh, what? I'm
Can you hear Sky is the question. Can you hear Sky?
Creflo's to be here in
You
New
can hear
York.
Sky? Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it. I can't understand you, Sky, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. It's okay. I don't know if I care anymore because it has something to do with my earpiece. Something to do
Oh.
with my earpiece. So I think something's not translating well from my earpiece because they say they can hear you. Your
Oh.
music is coming across fine, but if you talk, it sounds like this.
That spirit.
I'm not going to worry about it. Must be those demons.
Oh Lord.
So we're not going to have a back and forth conversation. How about if I just give you the floor?
No,
And if you want to text me, Sky, you can text me.
oh, okay.
Text me, but I can't understand you. But if you want to talk to me, text me.
All right. Gotcha.
So I'm just going to give you the floor.
Mr. David Locke's lamb died so young. Who's that?
Because they said they can hear you.
Both are coming through clear.
Let me see something. Maybe if I put my thing on.
Now the rain is gone.
I'm exhausted.
We're sorry.
Oh,
How are you guys
having a
doing?
good time with y'all. I'm not
So
participating.
he had a me with those awkward with Osteen turning people away. It surely was. They said do the good old fashioned wild ones. Oh yeah. Let me see. Let's do one card for Joel. What y'all think is gonna come out to it? Let me see. Because Spirit told me. Y'all can look at his eyes too. His eyes are kind of dead. We're not gonna get into that. I need to hide money. What he hit some money. Now y'all know I'm out the loop. Cause I don't be watching, all this stuff. The card I got is the Eight of Cups, guys. It's stagnant over there. Something happened. Don't tell me. Let me pull the cards out. See what I got. Well, it's definitely stagnant. Let's see what's crossing it. Let's tell you what's crossing it. Let's get into it. Let me stop.
See, you almost came in for a minute.
Let me see. Y'all gonna play games. Look what they said. My first card that came out is the Eight of Cups. But look how it looks like hands. Begging. Can you guys see it?
Go for these charge.
It looks like some begging hands. And crossing it. Y'all not even gonna believe it, baby. The King of Swords. Now y'all know that's ethics over emotions. So the juiciness is coming out. What they did that was unethical, y'all. What happened? I missed it. Creflo, the money is bad. The Holyfield Dorothy divorce. COVID equals crowd killer. Oh my God. Apparently Kris Jenner owns a church. Well, yeah, we've been know she owns a church. It's all about money. He is going to step down. Who gonna step down? Girl, you know that man ain't giving up no money. They're not coming off that dollar. Come on now. And you will know how some church people are. They will make an excuse for a pastor who is horrible. Horrible. So what makes you think they'll allow that man to step down? It's so bad the cards jumped out my hands. I don't even want to look up all these cards that jumped out. So you already know it's ugly. They hid money in the walls and lied as if, girl, bye. Yeah, all these cards. I got the Death card reverse, the Hermit reverse, Knight of Wands reverse, Strength card reverse. It's about to go down in that church. People gonna start jumping out of there. The cards that are upright are the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords. That means there's a woman who's about to. This. Did he have a mistress, y'all? Was there a lady he was talking to? Did somebody he with? And the rest of my cards that are reversed, all that fell out my hand that jumped out, were the Two of Cups reversed, the Ten of Cups reversed, the Death card, the Hermit, Knight of Wands, and the Strength card. It's about to go down, y'all. It's so much stuff. It's gonna be so many bones falling out that closet at that church at this time. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Spirit is not playing with them no more. That means they've collected so much money and done so much, and not for the betterment of the church, but for their own pockets. All the cards fell out. Y'all understand? These cards literally jumped out my hand. Hold on. And the other two cards, Three of Wands reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. It's gonna be so much stuff that comes out. Let's say these are all for entertainment purposes. We are not claiming he did anything. This is all entertainment purposes. But it's about to go down, y'all. There's a lot of stuff that's about to fall out this closet. You know. Let me see what else. Let me give it to you, boy. Let me see. So let's see if they knew about this money. Then you know I'm gonna ask it about this money in the walls. Did they intentionally hide the money? Because maybe they forgot where they put the money at. They forgot where it was at. They didn't know. Just like church, he's messing with church money, yeah. But the point is, this you have to think how things work out. Why all of a sudden now they finding these checks? Who found the checks? Who found the checks? Who said that? Look what came out. And this card, for me, can you guys see it? You see the round is all burnt up? It's all burnt down. Doesn't that like Jolie, y'all? It's burnt down. This is the Five of Coins. All the church's money is done. It's done. A crack pipe. You said a crack pipe. Girl, there's about to be a lot of stuff come out of this. If y'all can see the card that came out. And this deck is y'all know I have a whole bunch of weird different types of decks. This is the tarot deck of Empaths, Reiki, and Energy Healers. So it's very interesting that it looks like this, guys. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? I'm not sure. You're not going to understand what left and right is. You see how it's all burnt up? That's odd. Doesn't look like he's standing at a pool pit. That's crazy. Spirit don't never lie. I know, that's what I said. I picked up this deck. So let me read this deck. And look. Guys, I'm new at this whole online thing. But it's all burnt up in the back. The whole place is burnt down to 5 coins. That for me is misfortune. Everything done in ruins. Will he get a divorce, girl? I don't think, you have to understand how some people operate. Money is money. And, money is money. And some people don't leave. They rather stay and be in the house with the money. They know somebody's not good, but, Good health, Terica. Let me see what I'm at. The lot. But the question of the wife is a hang. She don't know what to do right now. She's stuck, but she been stuck. Y'all know that lady been stuck. Who asked that question about the wife? She's stuck. It's about the money. For her, it's about the money. She's not going no place, no time soon. It's about the money for her. But bust it. Did I say bust it? Bust it. Baby, it's the tower. Do you guys see the tower? So for me, this deck is very interesting because for New York, with the towers coming up, it's going down, y'all. It's going down. It is going down. And the twin, this with this being the light of the twin towers, meaning what's in the dark is coming to the light to me. It's coming to the dark, baby. What's the tarot deck again? Let me see. This is called the Tarot of the. I found these. I don't know where I found these at, but Spirits find them. Tarot for empaths, Reiki, and energy healers. Lightworkers deck. I'm saying it's giving me flavor. No, you know what it was? Let's see if he knew. Let me see. I'm gonna give you a little something. Hold on. Let's look at this different way. Let's look at this differently. Let's see. Thank you, Sylvester. Y'all, these cards are falling out. That means there's a lot going on. So even for the people to find the debt, find the money and the things and not turn it in, meaning there's been a lot of discourse already within that church. There's a lot of discourse. Demonic teas. I meant demonic teas. Oh, face it always with demonic tears and teas. Girl, bye. December. I guess December. But for me, I'm not even on that. I'm not even on demon time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be funny. I'm from New York. I'm not even on demon time. To be real, it's not going to happen that way. This is stuff that has to come out. You send a plumber to do a job, and he telling all the business what he found. Why would he not tell you, hey, they find some stuff. Why wouldn't they tell you what they found? So was insurance and let me see. I'll tell you now. All I know is let's look at it. 1, 2, 3. Well, what I got for the cards asking the question of who's that? I just read it somewhere. Was insurance fraud a possible play? We got the star card. Notice the star card is a lady. So there's some other stuff going on, holding on to the light. I think his wife was involved. It's a conversation. They thought they was gonna win. They was gonna be able to get through whatever they was getting through. But the Ace of Wands, they were trying to do something new. Are they trying to build a new building or expand the church in some way? Are they trying to expand the church in some sort of way? No, is it sun gonna take over? I don't get that. I think the church people at this point are in a what's the word I want to use? Though they're funny, there's some sort of discourse going on within the church. Guys, really think about if you're part of a church and things aren't going well, but you feel like things can be better. For the plumber to turn that money in, there's other things going on. And 90% of the time, they're not hiring an outside plumber. This is somebody that already either is in the church, part of the church, or knows the inner working of the church. Or, like, let's say if you go to church already, or we need a plumber to fix something, they bring somebody in. So there's definitely some other stuff going on within that church. Yeah. And the next card I got was, you ever see that show? What's that? What is that? 300? Where people coming to war. There's about to be a big fight at that church. A big fight. Reverse. This is a Four of Wands. Look how happy it looks. But it came up reversed. And the next card reverse is the Four of Swords. And I don't know why all these cards look like Joel Osteen. Scott, do you think he's gay? People, you know what? I never even bothered to question that. If he is, that's his business. Like, who can, the part I think what we should be worrying about, because if he's gay, he's gay. That's something his wife probably knows already. Do I care? Not really, because his sexuality, what he do in his bedroom is his business. If he like a little boom boom, that's his business. What we're asking is he stealing? He messed up the church money. Is he stealing money? How's the church going to survive? What's going on? Do we care about his sexuality? Not really. If he gay, he gay. That's between him and his wife. You know, that's between him and his wife. Exactly. The church is discontent quietly, but I think this is why the Joe people, the plumber, did his thing. I think, like I said, let me look. I think the plumber was somebody part of the church, and when he saw that, it was like a let's tell it, because there's never a time that anybody that works in a church that's part of a church, they're gonna have somebody within the church. So that means there was already some conversations in the church. Once he found that stuff, it's unusual. As a plumber comes to your house to fix something, he finds some money in the wall. He calling the police. Does that ever sound right? You know, I'm just giving a different point of view. So let's talk about it. Let's see. There's some choices that need to be made. Pull out all these cards. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Final outcome. Baby. Let me give you all these cards. So I just check our spread. In my first two, what is crossing them is a decision that has to be made. What's crossing is a Four of Swords. So maybe we're trying to take a break from this whole big thing. A contractor promo through the church, exactly December. In the third position, guys, is about the money. There is conflict in the past. The church, it's so funny how these cards are giving me very religious, godlike. The hands and the swords. Are you guys seeing this stuff? In the fifth position is a Ten of Swords. So look how it came up reversed, and look at the hands. It's about to go down, y'all. In the sixth position, the same card came up again. I keep hearing in my house. You ever hear that song? Fire, boom, 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 boom. It's about to burn down. His whole situation, that whole experience, he about to be. Maybe he's already had some things that were questionable. The church is not happy at all. Nobody's saying nothing, but they're not happy. Remember what that was going on with our TV? All these pastors go through something like that. So it's going down. The next card is the Six of Coins. This is in the seventh position. So he's going to try to do a lot of generous things and giving to take the heat off himself. But that ain't going to work because people are not paying attention to that. Of course, in his environment is the Ten of Swords. I like these cards, y'all. I like these. It's a Ten of Swords. It's going down. In the ninth position is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is going down. Self-doubt. And then the final decision, guys, is the Moon card. There's a lot of secrets, a lot of stuff they're not discussing. They're not telling everybody what's going on. There's a lot of money that y'all gonna be surprised at how much that y'all all in here gonna be surprised at how much money this church literally makes per year. And that's why a lot of people are upset. There's a lot of money hiding, a lot. And even with these checks coming out, there's a lot of stuff that people that in the church didn't even know, that did not even know how much we're paying. So there's a lot of secrets that's about to pop out, all because of some a plumber. So they're gonna have they're gonna have very deep discussions. I feel like there's some decisions that have to be made as far as him being the pastor, but not so much him being the pastor, because I think there's some problems with him and his wife and the kids. I don't know if everybody really likes the kids, if that's good to say. Again, this is entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying, it's a thought. But do you think Joel will step down and give the church his
They
son?
work at the church.
Huh?
They work at the church.
Right, but I don't think they work there, but I don't think the people at the church want them to take the next step. It's going to somebody's in a
They
lot of
work
trouble.
at the church.
I hear Tracy. I know the son sings, the daughter sings, which is not that great of a singer. I know it's like a family affair. Not his mother, exactly. Love the mother, but because she went through what she went through. Because remember, she's the lifeline for the father who built the church. I think what happened, guys, from my point of view, again, what I'm feeling, is that, as you said, he got the job. He had an opportunity to do right by the church, meaning build and do things. So he was given the opportunity and the grace to build the church and do things he's supposed to do. But I think along the way, he got greedy. There's some things that are going to come out that y'all going to be like, I knew it. I knew it. And somebody says something about a child, another girlfriend, I don't want to say boyfriend, another relationship. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with that church. And came out the deck and jumped out the deck. Wow, when I say girlfriends, look what jumped out the deck. Seven of Cups.
What's that, Scott?
All those choices. You got a bunch of choices. There's a lot of stuff going on.
What jumped out?
A lot of temptation, a lot of choices. So the plumber, again, this whole thing with the plumber, and it's all going to happen swiftly. And it, very swiftly. Very swiftly. There's a lot of stuff. They're going to try to hide it under the table. They're going to talk about it. Oh, child. There's going to be a lot. He got a lot of stuff going on. A lot. It's gonna be interesting. Well, how you saw Joel, the same way that everybody else got put under the light, is the same thing with them. It's gonna be the same kind of consequences, same type of where'd the money. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna bust open the books, bust it. They're gonna bust them books open and start asking quick. Because now you have to wonder, guys, if you found checks in the wall and we gave you money for said checks being missing, do we now have to repay that money back because we have the checks? It's probably the plumber's wife Joe's with. You know what? I can't with December. Oh. But yeah, I think that's the whole big thing. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of interesting things going on. Let me look some more. Again, I'm shuffling this deck again. And I'm getting the same cards, guys. Choices, decision to be made. and there's a woman, Queen of Wands, and again, the Eight of Swords. There's going to be a lot of turmoil. A lot. Can he stop it? The bottom of the deck. Temptations, the Hierophant. Traditionals. He's going to have to make some choices to go back to his teachings. It's a lot. Next card, the Fool.
We can't stop it.
What you said, Trace?
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be
Let
ugly.
me get in there somehow. Let me
Yes,
get in there
Trace,
somehow.
go ahead. Go ahead, Tracy.
We're delayed. We're delayed.
Go ahead. You go.
Let me just. Sky.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I thought I could hear you on this side, but I'm good. Okay. It's a little delayed for some reason, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I'm getting is facing your fear, subconscious release, healing. The second thing I'm getting is passion, love, spiritual communion. I'm getting lost love. Lost love. You know, to me, Joe Osteen is kind of like uh, a singer, you know, a Kanye West. Like, he's a star. He's in his own lane, but he has created stardom for himself. He would miss being a star more than anything. He needs to be a star. And the passion and the love and the spiritual communion that he's created since his dad has died has been his ability to show up and be a star in his own spiritual world. He's going to have to face himself. He's going to have to face that he has spent years and years and years of tricking people when what he got out of this was he was the star. Right? And it's not that he hasn't healed people, it's that it was all based upon trickery. Right? So, how people used to love him is in the past. I do believe people are going to turn on him. All right? And it's a matter of time. I think within 14 weeks to a year and 4 months from now, you will see a different congregation moving away from him, right? I definitely feel like he's going to lose everything, especially if the wife speaks up. If the wife speaks up on his behalf, she will actually wind up being the downfall of him. I don't know what sign he is, but I think this might be his son. I don't think his son wanted to join the business. I think his son tried to be a creative artist and failed. So his excuse then was, I just want to come back and be a part of the church. But I think in the long run, his son might have disdain for him. And again, the son might throw him under the bus. This is definitely his karma. And I think 3 people within his own family is going to be his demise. I get another woman, I get another man, and they're already on the fence with him about this might be some of the wives too. I mean, I don't know how many children he has. Look, I get another person here. This is ridiculous. And somebody wants to clear the air. Somebody's going to be like, I won't lie for him. I won't do it. I won't lie for the church. Like somebody in that group of family has morals. I pulled two cards, and this came first, which is the Empress card. Oh, oh. Do you know if he cheats at all? Does anybody know if he's cheated? You brought that up too, Sky. Because this might be a woman that either got pregnant or has a baby already by him or something like that. And again, this woman might be the downfall, but everybody is going to be the downfall knows him. Like people that he knows are either going to jump ship or confess because they have no interest in going down with him.
Yeah.
But I also think that, they don't like him. I think his wife doesn't like him. I think she defends him sometimes passionately because that's the only passion she's getting in her life. She's loveless. And so something's going to come up and she will passionately defend this man, but her passion is subjective to knowing that's the only love that she has. The love that she has is what's inside of her to defend him. But she feels empty by him. And she feels resentful by him. And she's definitely that type of woman that would lie on his behalf. But in the end, I feel like the wife is going to accidentally say something stupid. Just like Alec Baldwin's wife almost said something and he had to keep shutting her down. He's like, get away, get away. Now I understood why he had to shut her down, because he was going to lie and say he didn't pull the trigger. Same thing's going to happen here, is that since they don't talk with each other anyway, ever, right? She's going to say something really, really out of pocket, and then the world is going to go, what? Did you say that?
It's going down, baby. It's going down.
Hold on, Sky. Are you talking? Because I can't say something.
It's gonna go down.
Oh, good.
Did you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I was like, there's so much stuff that's gonna start falling out, like bones out of a closet. There's so much stuff to do. I didn't know that. The church hasn't been happy with him for a minute.
Yep. Sky, just in the way the money was found. The money was found around shit. It was around toxins. Do you understand?
I keep saying
so things are going to spill out of this church like diarrhea.
Yep. They're going to load the books. They're going to do everything. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm also questioning how much money they actually have now. I feel like there's been some overspending, and maybe the congregation hasn't really come back. And so I think under, Uranus and Taurus and the COVID, they're beginning to lose income.
They're going to have to sell one of them jet planes.
That's the Five of Pentacles.
Yep. I got the Five of Pentacles.
But I get a lot of people in this spread, and I just get, she did it, 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 he did it. I didn't do it, you did it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Joel Osteen is going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I also think Joel's going to be afraid to talk because his words are the very thing that his papa put to him to start him. And all of a sudden, he's not going to be able to talk. He's not going to be able to speak. I mean, Texas is corrupt. They are trying to cover this up right now. They've already covered it up. What happened, Scott? How this got revealed is there was a radio show today where people call in, and the plumber called it in. This was like back in September or something. So they were already trying to cover it up. So I'm definitely getting a year and 14 months from now. His empire cannot be. And I don't think anybody wants to take it over either.
No.
So I think this is Tammy Faye Baker ending.
It's so much stuff.
It's a Tammy Faye Baker ending.
It's so much stuff. I got the moon. I got so many. The cards I got, 2 of Cups in reverse. There's gonna be so much stuff that comes out. So much stuff that we didn't even. And like I said, the plumber definitely knows somebody in the church.
Yeah, that was very good insight. I did hear you say that. That's very good insight. Because you're right, they wouldn't just hire a plumber.
Nope.
I think what happened, maybe the person that called it in might have been an assistant, not necessarily a part of the church. But the way he described it, they had to take the tile away.
Yeah. So usually.
So this was executed very well.
That means somebody. That means whoever put it in there now may come out and talk about it.
Oh my God! Everybody's killing me. No more Botox family plan. So Terica says she passed the church earlier, and it's a ghost town, and that's the beginning. That's the beginning. I really feel like this church has to shut down.
It was bound to happen from the time that hurricane happened, and all those people suffered, and they would not open the doors. God said, "I'm gonna do you one better. I can show you better. I can tell you." That's what happened with that. God said, "I could show you better. I could tell you." And they would not let the people in when that hurricane came, and only the parking lot was flooded, and they said they couldn't let people in. God said, "I got something for that ass."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And did they know the dates on those checks? Well, no. Was it checks or money? Was it cash found?
Well, no, they said they were envelopes. Both.
That was the getaway money. Well, again, how you hiding the church money?
But I don't understand why they didn't go back and get the checks.
Because if they reported them missing or stolen, maybe the money was with the checks. They said the money was stolen or something, so they couldn't cash the checks.
I don't know, but I know he reported 600,000 missing,
Mm.
which I think is an excessive number. He must have reported a whole year's worth of money missing. It's very excessive. Like, who are your church people taking care of your money that they can just drop 600,000 and lose it or rob it? Like, who are your people that somebody could just walk away with $600,000? Like, I want to hear that story. I want to hear, was it like 5 baskets worth of money? I want to hear the story. I want to see the police report. Because I have to tell you, the one thing churches are really good about is their money. And they have certain people watching that money, like literally.
Yeah.
IRS is coming for them.
What card is that, Tracy? Because I pulled out the 9 of Swords when it said IRS.
Oh, it's the shadow card. Someone asked about the IRS and I pulled cards on it. I got shadow, 10 of swords, and 5 of wands. So these are horrible cards when I asked about. What did you get, Sky?
Pull out one more card. I got the 9 of Swords.
Tell me what it is.
And the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. They come at him. That's money that means you've been making a lot more money than he's been telling the IRS. They're coming for him. They're gonna want to see the books. The accountant's gonna have to see everything.
Wait, AB, that's my point. Oh, that's a good point. AB says you can't do anything in the church without being seen, but he claimed the church got robbed. Like, that sounds crazy to me. It's a near impossibility. If the church gets robbed, then you have to do it out in front. It's got to be guns blazing. You just don't lose checks.
So that means those people had to write checks again. So what was really the target was the money, the cash. The checks were just something because you could write another check.
No, Katie, he's not going to get a loophole because he reported it stolen. Right. Right.
I think it was more about that money. The checks, that's
There's
not
no loophole in this. He reported it stolen. So there's a lie somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Tres Leche, you have a good point, right? Tres Leche says maybe the burglary/robbery was true, but it was someone on the inside. But it's insurance fraud. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But in a big church like that, it can't just be one person.
Here's what I'm getting. The way the money was found was too detailed. It wasn't up in the closet. That's a good point because the plumber had to lift the toilet up. They had to pull back a tile, and I think in the wall is where like, it's all very suspect. So I think you're right. It would have had to have been more than one person, and it's not robbery. You're right. Did the church get robbed? Yes. Was it inside job? Yes. But I think Island Dreamer, I have to say that it was a calculated move, that maybe it was insurance fraud that's going to come back to haunt them. And a woman knows about it,
Mhm.
if not his wife.
His boo stink.
And she's not going to go down with him. She will confess because she doesn't like him. He doesn't like her. And I don't think she's going to go to jail for him. Look, justice.
Yeah.
And Sky, I think you're right. I think the books aren't balancing.
Yeah.
And so this is justice, which could mean IRS, it could mean jail. This definitely means jail, so somebody's going to go to jail.
Mm-hmm. 2 plus
Either
2.
his wife or his daughter is going to say something.
The church secretary.
Somebody knows about the money, and it's definitely a female that knows exactly what went down. Most church secretaries are like 90 years old. They are. They're like 90 and old, and they'll die with secrets. Those church secretaries will die with secrets. They'll lie for their pastors. Don't trust a church secretary. Mother Johnson. You know Mother Johnson is gonna lie for her pastor. Not my pastor. And you know the pastor's better than her own child, right? She valued the pastor than her own grown son. She ain't never gonna turn that man in.
But you know the sad part is, Tracy, once it's all out, it's gonna free up his kids to live their life.
Mm-mm.
They're miserable. Those kids are miserable. So is the wife.
Yeah, I can see that.
Huh?
I could see that.
So is the wife. They're miserable.
Oh, the wife is very, very, child. She is not happy.
No, she's miserable.
And she has not been happy in years.
Somebody was asking me, I was like, Gay, what have you got going on?
I don't feel sorry for her because she's a Karen. So she's one of those slave master type of wives that will go down with her husband. But I just don't think she's going to do it now.
Yeah.
I think it's what Island Dreamer said. I think it was for insurance fraud, because I can tell you 600,000 was not stolen. It was not 600,000. I think to balance the books, they had to report 600,000 stolen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Texas is corrupt.
And it's funny, if that was 7 years ago, girl, it just got crazy. It takes 7 years for something to come back around. So if you're doing businesses, it's active for 7 years with accounting. After 7 years, anything is found is null and void. So it's funny that now, just before the 7-year hit, that the money is found. So it's going to force them to open up their books, because it takes, for an accountant, it takes 7 years before IRS will touch it. So you could do something 7 years ago with your business and won some money at day eighth year, day one is no longer valid. So it's funny that they found this out, and this happened 7 years ago. I hope everybody's following me. So that money, actually, now that they get it, it's
Just
kind of
in
free
time.
money.
Just in time.
It's free money.
Yeah,
If they get that money back, the
Just in
IRS
time.
can't touch them for that money they got back. But what the IRS is going to do is touch them now for the current money. 7 years, that's free money now. Not just your credit report, a beauty
Right.
bee. So when you're doing a business, so they
But
said my last job,
but
we had to
excuse me,
keep
guys.
any tax form for 7 years. So any your
But
taxes,
it's a police report. So that's
exact,
why he's not going to get away with it because he filed a police report.
and that's the catch. That's what I'm trying to say. So the IRS is going to find another way around it. So since he filed a police report, being slick,
Mhm.
he just messed himself up because now it would have been free and clear money had he found that money without the report. Nobody steals money and puts it in the wall where they stole it from. Girl, they gonna put it in the
You
wall
know,
because
AB has a point here. Oh, darn it. AB says, sounds like revenge.
baby, thank you. Then I said,
That doesn't make sense. That's what we're trying to say.
yeah, it's like
That's exactly my point.
this some
Listen to
stuff.
me.
Mhm.
Listen to me. It's not like you're at work where you have to pass security and or you try to get out the bank and the money turns red. You're at a church. There's no security. All they have to do is take that money, put it in a bag, and walk out with it. There's no surveillance at the churches. To I wonder if it was revenge and the person that knew the money was there called in the plumber. Because I'm telling you, he's not liked. He's not liked at all.
Yeah,
But he knew about that money.
it is odd. I just keep saying that this car keeps falling out my deck. The tower card, the tower, and the two of coins.
Which card is that?
The
Because
two
it's
of
blurry.
coins.
Which card is that, Scott?
The two of coins. I'm trying to get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the tower card. There's a lot of stuff.
No, I don't think the wife had something to do with it. I'm telling you, the wife is not going to go down with him.
Just get into
Oh, oh, Marlene, I didn't know that.
what?
Yeah, the wife is not going to go down with him. I don't think she had something to do with it. That it's where the Houston Rockets used to play, so it's a huge arena.
Mm,
Was every seat packed?
what?
No, it wasn't the wife separation. Y'all keep putting the wife in the middle of this. It's Joel. It's not the wife.
That wife not going nowhere. She about that money. She can live as long as she's living a lap of luxury and living a good life. She didn't care what he was doing. She was about that money. She's about that bread. She about that money. She don't care. She don't care as long as she living her life is good. She get her bow tie to do whatever she wants. They don't like each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yep. There's something going down.
No, at all.
It's going down.
Again, the why questions is kind of redundant. The why, like, it's in companies, there are just corruption. It all comes down to money, right? There's no good reason. There's no good reason. The why is insurance fraud. The why is because he's broke. The why because it looks like he's been managing his books and he hasn't. Sometimes the why doesn't make sense. If you focus on the why, you're going to miss the fact that he's not a good pastor and he did not manage his church. It was after Katrina. After Katrina. It was 7 years ago.
Yeah. And somebody put down that insurance.
Yeah, I know people are putting the wife in the middle of it, but because they don't like her. But I would rather you constantly say you don't like her rather than make her responsible for something the husband is doing. The husband is the stink. The wife is a horrible woman. I'd rather you just say that than make her responsible for an act that the husband is responsible for.
Yeah.
It's definitely a loveless marriage.
Definitely. But they both got booze, so what do we care?
Oh, somebody says Lakewood has cameras throughout the stadium. Oh, okay. You keep forgetting it's a stadium.
And the seats be packed. There's no way it should ever be without money. No way. But probably the closer you sit to the diet, to the pastor, the more your tithes is.
Yes, Marlene, we said that this is the same church that did not open the doors to the people in Houston. It was Hurricane Harvey.
Yes. Yes, Hurricane Harvey. Mm-hmm. I know all these pastors getting in trouble right now. If you're a pastor, be easy. Get thee back.
It was just 2 years ago, guys. Hurricane Harvey was last summer.
Yep, just before COVID. Yep, just before COVID. COVID in the back doing the Birdman hand. You thought I forgot about you?
No, I think it was I think it was during COVID.
The hurricane?
Wasn't it? In 20 I don't think it was 2019.
Before. I thought it was just before.
I think the church was I think it was 2020. Harvey was recently.
Let me see.
I'll check it. They're all starting to blend, by the way.
Actually,
Hurricane Harvey was 2017.
2017.
Did y'all know that? It was 2017.
2017. 18, just before, just before COVID. 7 years. Girl.
Oh my God.
2017.
It was before 2 years before COVID. 3 years before COVID. It felt like it was yesterday.
Girl. All I know is it's going down.
They've been having bad hurricanes in since 2017.
Yep.
All right. Well, I got that wrong. Sorry, Sky.
It was 17 sometime.
It felt like yesterday. That is terrible.
Yep. Baby, they don't know what to do. Let me get an oracle card.
All right, sweetie. Any last minute outcome?
I was just about to get an oracle card to see what's going on. Use the oracle card.
Time flies, all right. Wait, December, you have to pay to sit in the church? I'm confused, sweetie. You have to You have to pay to get in this church? I'm confused. I know, Ari. I'm trying to ask the same question. I don't understand.
$75 to go to church? No. No.
I don't even understand what that is supposed to mean. Somebody explain what is that supposed to mean. All right, I'm gonna leave it here.
Why do some churches do tithe?
Oh, Island Dreamer says when he travels to different churches. That's bullshit. All
Crazy.
right, I'm over it. I'm over you, Joe. Can I read the final outcome?
Go ahead.
The final
Don
outcome is Don Juan upside down. And he is a Don Juan right side up. That's crazy to me. Don.
What? December said yes.
Don Juan is.
Wow.
Upside down represents a man preying on women for the sake of conquest alone. Did you hear me?
Yes,
Don Juan represents a man preying on women for the sake of conquest alone. He might have some real infidelity out there.
Yes, he does. Wow.
What's your final outcome, Sky? What is it? We can't see it. Say it.
Financial health. It was in reverse.
Help us out.
Financial health in reverse.
Oh, Lord.
And it was in reverse.
Wow.
The money not going to be coming. And at the bottom of the deck was freedom.
Wow.
And so spiritual, we look at the bottom of the deck. The next card was freedom.
Nope.
And truth. A lot of stuff is going to come out, Tracy. A lot. A lot. It's going to be interesting the next year, like you said. It's going to be very interesting to watch things fall into place.
I believe it. I believe it. So, Sky, I got 4% left. I just want to.
Yeah.
Yes. I just want to show the people that this is Jesse's homemade candle in black. And this is his Archangel Michael candle that I'm going to be lighting tonight to take care of the energy. This is the candle that I make, but you guys are not seeing what it looks like inside, but it's very, very beautiful. And these are mine. I made a small black one for myself for protection, and the black ones are for protection. All right. And then I lit this one for my candle business. All the essential oils on my fingertips. No, D, any color, any color. It's Sagittarius. So Sagittarius are vibrant people. So you could do yellow, orange, white, blue, and enjoy any color. Orange.
Get into it, guys. Light those candles.
Oh, do you like the container? Thank you. They're horoscopes. Most of them will come in horoscopes.
Oh, wow.
So and they'll come packaged like this.
Okay.
They'll come small and large. So, oh, Sylvester, yeah, Sylvester, mine is burning right now. Yeah, baby, I like it like that. I like it like that. Good for you, Sylvester. Ah, December says we are vibrant. Yes, Sagittarians are vibrant.
Yes, they are.
Tarika made a yellow candle. Thank you, guys.
This is good.
They're vibrant.
Oh, yeah, this gonna be so good.
Everyone, I just want to thank you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, if you want to text me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Sky, give them your information, please.
Hit me on Beautiful Conundrum on Instagram. Say hi to me. It's right there. You can see a Beautiful Conundrum on Instagram. And now on TikTok too. So I'm gonna be on here soon, guys.
And
YouTube.
you make the sea moss. You make the sea
Yes, and
moss.
I
Tell
make
them to get the sea moss from you.
Just hit me up for some Seymour.
Oh, did I follow you on TikTok? I saw you.
Yeah, I just started. So I'm there, people. When I do my finally do my roof conundrum, you guys all gotta come over. I'm gonna send you over from Tracy to come over.
I saw you today. I saw you today.
On TikTok? I did that a while ago. Didn't do anything else. Tracy soon will send you a picture.
All right, we better get up out of here so I won't be able to post this to YouTube.
All
Love
right.
you guys. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, everyone.